Howdy guys and gals, I'm Kyle Broderick. Welcome to the Social Regressive. Today we're going to be testing out the XRS II from Bushnell, but this has a little bit of a weird reticle in it. This is the Tremor 3 from Horus, so it kind of takes some of the same just overkill of data that you get in an H59. It gets rid of just a little bit of it, but in its place it puts wind hold dots so that you get an estimated wind drift based on a particular speed. I've done a little bit of the homework already to figure this one out, and it looks like every dot for me is 4 miles an hour of wind. So the way that they have this reticle set up, depending on how much drop or whatever you're dealing with, as long as you hold the correct number of dots to the side, if you can kind of figure out what that wind is, then you should be able to make an impact. It should be pretty precise. So we're gonna test it out today. We have targets at 200 meters, 300 meters, 400 yards, and then 500 meters. These are all steel silhouettes, and we're gonna see if we can knock them down. We're just using Federal American Eagle 140 grain 6.5 Creedmoor ammo. And this, as many of you can tell, this is the Savage Stealth Evolution. This is gonna be just really quick, I think, between these targets. We're gonna see how quickly we can knock these down. Please don't mind the wind noise in the microphone. Today, the wind is the guest of honor. Without it, we wouldn't really be able to test this reticle. Now today, we're dealing with winds that are gonna be anywhere between, I guess probably about 8 miles an hour up to about 15. We'll see how it goes. It looks like it's calming down just a little bit, unfortunately, and the wind is mostly to our backs. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the mirage because this is a weird field. The winds can actually be moving in opposite directions based on where we are out in the field. And if we get a tailwind, a lot of the time the bullets will fishtail. So this may actually be a little bit of a tricky challenge. But I'm still going to assume probably right now about a 4 mile an hour left wind. So I'm just gonna be holding off 1 dot for this first shot, and then we'll take a look and see how the other ones look. So this is 200 meters, chickens. Okay, the wind has shifted. It's now more from the right. Beautiful. Let's take down another one just for fun. One of the wonderful things about this glass is just the extreme clarity here. I'm at 20x, I don't have to dial all the way up. I could dial back if I want. In fact, I might do that just to see the mirage a little bit better. But in this, I have no other cues out there. The grass is all cut down, it's all dead. There are no leaves on the trees, so it's really difficult to see wind cues, but I can read that mirage with this. Yep, holding steady from the right. Boom! Smack. Okay, and then judging by the way that the dust went after that shot, yeah, it's definitely coming down from the right, which can be tricky out here. Sometimes the wind will come over this rise over here on my right, and it will actually swirl back around. So you actually have to zero your wind if you're getting a wind from the right. Craziest thing. But I think here at 300 yards, I'll continue with that right hold, and we should be good. There are 2 great things about using this reticle instead of having to go to your chart every time or trying to memorize a whole lot of information. First off, if you just know your drops and you can kind of see what your wind is, then you don't really have to try to figure out your horizontal solution. It's already in here for you. So if you had a 12 mile an hour vector from one direction or the other, in my case, since I have 4 miles per hour per dot, I just need to hold off 3 dots. So let's see, we are at about 300 yards, or excuse me, 300 meters. So I'm just gonna dial up 1.3, actually I'm not gonna dial. That's the great thing about this, it's more of a DMR type scope, and the wind dots only work if you don't dial. So I need to hold up 1.3, And I'm gonna go for that left piggy. And whatever the dots tell me, I'm gonna get that white pig on the far left. Whatever the dots tell me, I need to do. Okay, so the mirage is shifting. It's coming from the left now. Interesting. This is what's so great about these dots. You can work in shifting winds. Boom! Yep, look at that dust. Watch it swirl. Started out moving right, and then when it went higher up, it went left. You really got to work on your wind reading out here at Red Castle. Let's take down one more piggy. This is really fun. I could see using this in F class. I don't know, maybe it's not for the hardcore F class guys or anything, but I think it'd be a really neat way to go. I'd like to try it. Okay, let's see what the mirage is telling us. Okay, yeah, we're still going left to right. It switched. Here we go. Boom! And you can tell by the way that they're falling that I'm hitting them dead center. These are not just barely squeaking in, they're hitting them solid in the middle and knocking them down. All right, let's go back to 400 yards. Let's see how the wind's looking now. It's boiling and kind of switching back and forth. One other great thing about this reticle, as the wind shifts, I can deal with it. All right, that slightly caught the tail feathers rather than the center. The wind is just doing this, going back and forth. It's boiling mirage, then left running, right running. Let's do another one. Okay, I got a good left right now. Now it's a right wind. Okay, I'm gonna deal with it now that it's a right. This is interesting. Oh, a miss. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'm still seeing a right mirage. Considering the way that this place is shaped, I'm gonna zero it. Oh, another miss. This is tricky today. There we go. Oh, that's wild. I'm reading a mirage running from the right, and that's how I took the shot. But you can see that the dust drifted off from the left. It went left to right. This place is tricky to shoot. We're at 500 meters, which is about 550 yards. So that's a drop of 3.2. So we're definitely stepping up in drop. And we'll see if these wind dots continue to work. I'm not even looking at the windage on my chart here at all. I'm just using the relied. All right, I'm gonna hit the white ram. That's second from the left. got a pretty strong right mirage. Hit! Man, that one's solid. It did not fall. Let's give it another. I'll try the black one just to the left of it. Okay, still got a right wind. It's running pretty fast. So I'm gonna give it 2 dots. Bing! Nice. Okay, let's get the next black one to the right. This is too much fun. I'm having some extraction problems. They're not wanting to come out all the way. I'll take a look at that later. This is really too easy, guys. I'm already a big fan of the Tremor 3. I like it. I don't have to look at the chart as long as I know my drop and can read the wind okay. It just goes. All right, I'm gonna take the next black ram to the right. Okay, we're dealing with a boiling mirage right now. Slight right, maybe. Yeah, slight right. I'm gonna give it 1 dot right. Oh, I'm not giving it any hold off. All right, let's see what's happening now. Okay, now it's left. It was a good shot though. It's a good thing I held left. Okay, we're gonna go for the far right ram. Let's see what the wind is doing. I'm reading a left mirage. It's slowing. Nope, still running pretty high. I'm gonna give it 2 dots. All right, let's try his buddy to the left. I'm still reading a left mirage. 3.2 for drop. Oh, that was a miss. I think I came in a little low. I'll hold just a little bit higher. There we go. Ah, oh, awesome. Okay, all of this is working together just stunningly. I'm a huge fan already. The reticle, the way that it works is, it just does. It's great. I don't have to take my face out of the gun. All I have to do, if I know my drop, I just watch the wind, I watch that mirage, try to see if I can figure out about how much I'm dealing with, and then, yeah, just boom. It's easy. And in this fishtailing wind, I can deal with it. When it switches sides, I'm ready to get on it. Guys, thanks a bunch for watching. This has been really fun to shoot today, and I hope to do more with this in the future. Right now we're dealing with kind of intermediate distances. This can probably deal with distances. I'm gonna dial this reticle back. Remember how many MRAD we have. Oh my gosh. Wow, we can get up around 30 milliradians using those dots in here. So yeah, we can get, this can get out to a mile just by itself without having to dial anything on the turret. That's amazing. So yeah, make sure you go back and check out the video that I did where I shot this rifle, or actually Kyle Tate shot this rifle at a mile, and we were out there just trying to see if we could get 6.5 Creedmoor to make impacts. This scope is amazing. It had clarity all the way to the edges. He was dialed all the way up on the turret, and there was no degradation of the image at all, perfectly clear. He could see the targets perfectly. He did have to hold over some using the reticle just because he didn't have quite enough elevation on the turret. But yeah, it was amazing to see him shoot. We didn't actually get impact on this rifle right here. We got it on the other one, just because we had some ballistic coefficient issues. But we're gonna come back, we're gonna shoot the mile again, and we're totally gonna nail it with this one. This rifle is extremely precise. The scope, of course, is fantastic. And I just can't wait to see what all we can do with this. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, stick around because we have a lot more videos coming where we're gonna test this, we're gonna test the new mile rifle that we're putting together. Of course, we have the CMMG Mark III DTR2 we're continuing to play with. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Thanks a bunch to patrons of the Destructive Friends that make these videos possible. If anybody else wants to chip in $1 or $2 a month to get these videos coming, I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, we have Sportsman's Guide at the 338 Lapua Magnum level and at the 300 Win Mag level. And just thanks all of you guys that are supporting this project and helping to make these videos possible.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Even if you didn't like this particular content, go ahead and subscribe. There's probably something coming that's more up your alley. Check out this playlist right here. This is going to have videos in a similar vein to what you just watched. These 2 videos we cherry-picked for you. And finally, The Social Regressive is on Patreon. So, you can become a patron of the Destructive Arts and earn some goodies while helping us to provide high-quality videos just by kicking us a few bucks a month. Thanks a bunch for your patronage.